Jimmy here with another digital Roy Hacks video, and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be running through some things today. As you haven't heard already, crypto is exploding and it's quite amazing to watch. I'm getting my thrills watching the space, and as I've been sharing it with you, as you can see, that a lot of these coins are popping up out of nowhere, and as you can see here on the screen here in front of you, there's a lot of green right across the space, and that's great to see. But as things go up, things must come down as well. So I'm gonna be sharing with you some Bitcoin analytics or technical analysis, but they're very basic sort. So that way we can see where it's headed. Is it going to consolidate? Is it going to continue up on the upward trend, or is it going to be coming back down? These are important things because Bitcoin is not necessarily something that I trade, but it's something that I tend to try and understand because, as you know, Bitcoin most people know of, and it's been picking up traction and it's been exposed into the media, and so a lot more people are looking into it, and therefore we get a lot more adoption. And as Bitcoin gets more adoption, more money comes into the space, and that's what I'm looking for because that's where the bigger money is. However, Bitcoin has great potential as well. As it's broken the 12.5k, it's broken a critical point where it's going to go to the upside much further, and we can see with the bigger charts. If you haven't seen it yet, I will show you how we can see why in the long term Bitcoin can hit as much as I guess worst case 80,000 to I guess best case around the 450,000 mark. Okay, that sounds very preposterous, yes, for sure, but the charts can show us that this could be possible, and maybe in a later video I'll explain a little bit more why we can rely on the historical charts of Bitcoin, how things rhyme rather than just show us exact predictions, because charting isn't like a crystal ball. Not to say that it can show us how it can rhyme though. So please stick around. I'm going to be showing you today a little bit of the technical analysis as far as where we're headed. Is it going to consolidate, or if we're going back down? So let's go on ahead. Now, as fundamental aspects of this space, I just want to mention that there's been so much bullish news going into about Bitcoin, in particularly as it's recently its recent price action and all-time highs for the last 2 years has made it to the news, and so therefore it's getting a lot of recognition, a lot more media exposure, and so there's going to be a lot more adoption coming in, and so that's what I'm looking for. And the price has also proven that. However, the chart for the price of Bitcoin just shows that there's patterns throughout its lifetime, and so we can, as we follow these patterns, we can see there's a cycle, and that cycle occurs every 4 years. And not only it's Bitcoin, but we also have the altcoins that do follow Bitcoin in this cycle, and so this is how we can know better, plan our investments, and if you're a trader, then it's even better because we can make more gains as we have a better idea as where the space is going. I'm going to show you now into Bitcoin. I'm going to go right down here to the bottom. Let's have a look at here, Binance US. And I follow the USDT even though I'm from Australia, because that is how we all know the price of Bitcoin. Here I'm not gonna show you the bigger picture as in another video. I will show you why in the long term Bitcoin is very bullish, especially within the next 12 months, because within the next 12 months we're going to see the last year of this cycle, 4-year cycle, where we will experience some phenomenal bull runs. And so in this chart here in front of you, currently at $18,534. We can see, let's pull this out. We can see we can see a parabolic bull run there. We've got a trend line right here. Very bad drawing, excuse me. I'm going to pull that right back, and we got another trend line here. This is the main trend line of recent, and if we were to pull back, sorry, let's go back to the weekly. Let's start off with the weekly. We could see there was a nice trend line right there, and I even drew that wrong. How's that? Let's pull that out and bring out. It came from over here, right there. There we are. It's around there. And you can see there was a breakout that occurred right here, and we made a parabolic run. So now, as a result, we have now two trend lines, one there and one there. Okay, and I'm gonna pull this back out. So if we were to ever break out of this trend line right here, we got this trend line to fall back on. So if it was to come down, we would fall back onto that. 12,500 would be worst case for me. As you can see, I've got even a support line there as well, so that would have to knock through that in order to get even down to the trend line. So we've got a few support levels there, and this will give us confidence that, hey, Bitcoin is still on the uptrend. And for Bitcoin to give it this sort of price action, we must have had plenty of price volume, and we can see that as I pull this out here like this. I'm going to zoom in. You can see I use these three tools, by the way. I've got the RSI. It's shown overbought here, but you could see the price action as we were going up. But more importantly, all that volume. Look at that volume. There's so much volume coming in, even way back here. Look at that. So we could see a little bit of a bowl there, a smile. I like smiles because that's bullish. Bullish smiles. Smiles are bullish, so you want to look out for smiles. I'm going to go down here. Look at this MACD. Oh, we got the uptrend. Okay, so this is indicating still a further push to the upside. If I look at my stochastics here, this is my stochastics tool. I'm looking at here. Let's move that right out of the way. We are topping out here as well, so we're going to be soon looking at a trend reversal. As long as that white line is above the red, it could be still moving on an up direction. So that is that for the weekly chart. I'm just going to zoom in to the daily chart. Maybe I'm going to go down. I'm going to show you how this is how I do it. I'm going to go down one chart step down at a time. It's topping out. Even though I've got more bullish, sorry, I've got some green up the top here. Lots of volume coming in, but yet it's wanting to top out. But I think the fact that we've got so much volume coming in, it's just wanting to push it straight up. So let's come down to the 2 daily. It's topping out. So this is, we're looking at to see a trend reversal here. Look at that. We're starting to see this block volume here. It's red, so there's a lot of selling occurring, and we've been up here for too long. I think, see that right up there. We're going to start coming down soon. But then again, here we got stochastics is still has its white line over the red and is showing upside still. Very hard to tell right now, especially with a parabolic move like which Bitcoin has just had. It just makes it harder to know. So what we need to do, and what I'm looking for, is a little bit more time to get some more data. Let's see if we can get some more time, as we've got time here in between this price action over to this trend line here. Well, this is my consolidate under this price here. Call out I made at 19, it was around 19,000. It was about 1,800, 9,000 worst case, and best case 19,281. And you can see we came pretty close to that. We even have a, let's see, if we just clear that out of the way, if we were to come down, move that one out of the way as well, if we were to come down or consolidate sideways, we needed some time because we want to see if we might end up forming another pennant pattern or pennant flag pattern right there, and I could see that coming because we have these two levels here. We got this resistance, the top resistance, and your support level here will probably give us another pennant triangle hopefully very soon. But just looking at the time frame here, it's a daily, so we've got a good week, good 2 weeks here, sorry, between the current price action and the trend line. Okay, I'm going to close this very soon. I'm taking long enough as it is. So in the 1 hourly chart, I could see 2 pennant triangles that we just had. This one indicated to me the price between the previous pennant triangle breakout, which occurred here, and that was between here, let's move that out of the way, between here and there was the distance I obtained between here and there. That's how I got my price. That's how I'm able to work out my target for 19,200 or 18,900. Sorry, 18,900 was my worst case price, and it hit that quite nicely. Okay, so now let's have a look at this last pennant triangle, where it's going. Where's Bitcoin going? Is it going to go to the upside? Is it going to go to the downside is the question, or is it going to go sideways? I'm thinking it's going to either come down a little bit and we may get some consolidation for that weekly period. Now we need to be careful because Bitcoin is very volatile and very unpredictable, so it could come down further. All right, so be prepared for that. We've got plenty of space, plenty of room between here and down here, this trend line. So you know, we could be seeing this going back all the way down to the 17,000 mark, and if it breaks this level here, that level there, we could be going, it means we're going to come down further. So it could be anywhere between 20 to 40%, guys. Could be even 60, but I really doubt it will go more than down 12.5k. That would be worst case scenario. Okay, so in terms of you know, it potentially going to the upside, it could. I'm 50-50 here. This could go to the upside. As you can see here, even we've had a breakout to the downside, but then it had a rejection, and it looks like it's curving up to the upside. This is regarded as a fake out, and we could be seeing this going back to the upside, guys. So let's see how this pans out in the next I guess the next 24 hours. Let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, within the next 6 to 12 hours, we may see something here, a breakout, either occurring to the upside or to the downside. But I would see more likely it would come to the downside a little bit. I can't be really sure, you know, I'm 50-50 with this. It's very hard to tell, but I know one thing that we can look out for, and that if I was to go to the 12 hourly, I come down, I'm seeing more to a top out, overbought, and it's looking to come more to the downside. As you can see, there's plenty of room here to come down. It's come up, and now it's been up long enough, it's going to be seen coming down. I'm seeing more of that than I am seeing more of the upside, even if we were to go into the daily time frames, as I've already shown and proven that. So maybe let's have a look at the 4 hourly chart. I've got the 2 pennant triangles there. Anyway, the top one here, I'm seeing a wick here on the last 4 hourly candle there, and that looks potentially looking good, and could be going to the upside. And don't forget, that's 4 hourly, so in the next 6 to 12 hours or 6 to 10 hours, we can see a breakout. It could go up, go down, or it could go sideways. We'll see how much volume we'll have. Let's have a look at here. We've got plenty of volume over here, but I haven't seen a sell-off yet, but this could change. A whale could come out and just take profit, so that's one thing and very important thing to look out for. Okay, that's it for this Bitcoin price update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be sharing some more content in regards to the kind of coins that I share, that I trade with, and coins that are about to break out. And if you want to know all of my coins that I trade with, I have up to about 40 to 50 coins that I trade with that are a great potential, not only long term, but are great to trade with short to medium term. And so if you want to know more of that, you can see a list of those at my Discord, and you can join me there for more updates as well. And I'm closing this off. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you all, and I appreciate, for those who do also join me, who are currently joining me in my private group, I really appreciate you joining me in my journey of sharing my crypto knowledge. And anyway, hope to see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys. See you then. Cheers.